It's on now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this announcement, but Roger Ragland, he don't know whether he's got COVID or not, but he's not with us today. But I'll guarantee you one thing, if we get one of them pretty good bugs to come by, I'm going to do my best to laugh like he does. Thank you and have a good day. Could text Jared and tell him that there's one out here on his...
Yeah, he's got one out in his feeder right now.
Right now,
yeah.
at his feeder?
Yep.
A dog?
He didn't say.
Oh.
But we have our first deer of the
They're moving.
2021 season.
They're moving. That is good.
He's up there eating acorns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing. We got corn right here for him.
Well, they mix their food well. I cut them things open off in their stomach, and them son of the bitches have hickory nuts in their stomach.
Really?
Yeah, they eat them things.
I think we should give a shout out to our sponsors.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I had a pretty good breakfast this morning from Lawson's. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese and a sausage biscuit. And I've also had a cold coffee from Lawson's, and it was pretty good. Now, if you want to talk about your sponsors.
My sponsor got up this morning and she wasn't very happy, but she did fix hot chocolate, and she fixed some coffee, and she got part of my snack sack ready to go, and I thanked her very much, and she went back to bed, and hopefully my clothes won't be out on a driveway when I get home after a while. I'll do a lot of sucking up if I have to. But ladies and gentlemen, what time? I don't know what time it is.
Well, let's don't say either.
But anyway, we have spotted.
It is 6:10.
We have spotted our first deer, and I'd say it's probably a good 500 yards. But it's eating acorns over on the hillside. But we're hoping that the old crazy thing will get a hankering for some corn and come down here to the feeder. And when it does, if it's a halfway decent buck, I am going to see if my gun is lined up. Last year it was lined up, but I didn't know it. And there was a little tiny one. I really ain't sure where it was. Mother had dried it off or not, but it had milk on its whiskers. And I shot that little old thing, and the gun was lined up. He hit the ground like a sack of taters. And
I don't know if he was that heavy.
Well, he really wasn't heavy enough to mash the grass down to the dirt, but he was mighty fine eating.
Yeah.
And I'm signing off now.
You can't eat the orange. There's a couple more deer, I think, up there in the hill.
Well, now things just
Let's see if I'm lying.
See if
we're a little blurry on the camera. It's still blurry.
Is it got adjustment?
Yeah, here it goes. No, I think I lied.
Where do you think they might be?
On top of the hill. I think I lied. I've been doing that a lot this morning, haven't I?
Well, now, I tell you
I just get excited.
Well,
but there's one up there, and I've seen that one.
Well, we do know that we did spot one of our eating acorns.
Right.
Main thing is you're just learning to be almost a professional.
Almost.
But
last year I was pretty close, but it's been a while.
Well,
I didn't get to. This is my first time hunting this year. We didn't get to go bow hunting.
Well,
so my senses they're coming in slow this morning.
Yeah, And I'll have you know that, buddy, it's lonely at the top. But you was real close last year. And then when you popped the top on that old biggin, it's hanging on the wall right now. And you had to duck your head to give him the room to keep him hanging your hat on his horns. He's so damn big. But everything is cool.
Everything's cool.
Yeah, everything's going to work out. And I got a funny feeling.
He's got a funny feeling.
We know the deer is moving. And I have a funny feeling that there's going to be a pretty nice one. Was in here last night that's going to come back and check around that theater and stuff, with them scrapes. And very, very possible we will lay that big booger down.
Very possible.
Very.
We will check back if we see any more wildlife.
Yeah. On them others, ain't you? Yeah, it's a buck.
Yeah.
He's not too awfully bad.
Oh, I got him real good on this video.
Oh, have you? Good.
Yeah. Now this is the second buck we've seen. We just had one come barreling in chasing a doe. But the rut is hot and heavy here in Centertown, Kentucky. It is it's a bad day to be a deer, is all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Especially when there's two guys at the top.
It is now 8:35, opening morning. We have seen how many deer? 6.
6.
It's been a pretty good morning so far. We've seen, what, 2 does, 3 does, and 3 bucks. So, pretty even morning so far. It's pretty slow right now, but next couple days should be alright.
And by the way, if some of y'all have seen this albino deer up in Old Layton community, its name is Pasty Pete. Some of them was calling him Tasty Pete. And there's a lot of stuff in this story that just don't really make too much sense to me. I don't claim to be no high-priced scholar or anything like that, but I have lived 70 years, and that's the first time I ever heard of a person having a muffler on his truck that can call deers in. And I'm gonna try to find one of them mufflers myself, because I'd kind of like to make a sandwich out of old Pasty Pete. And but me and my number one operator of this camera here is having a fairly good morning. We really have. And we've had one little deer come up close enough that we could have got him if we really wanted. He stuck around about probably 20 minutes eating corn, and he was real nice, pretty slick and everything. But a sandwich from Pasty Pete would be a lot better, because he's a little bit older and a little bit bigger.
That's what we're holding out for, ain't it?
We're holding out for that. And by the way, I tried to call Roger Ragland, and his phone was busy.
Went straight to voicemail, didn't it?
And checked the voicemail, and he will get back with me, and I'm going to give him the location of the old Tasty Pete, and I believe he will lay that booger down. And I thank you all for listening to this update here, and we will be back with you, and hopefully we will have a nice buck on the ground with several points. That's our
goal.
That's our goal for the day. And you all have a nice afternoon. And by the way, we're drinking hot chocolate, and man, that stuff is good. And we will be getting back with you later on. Thank you very much.
While we were discussing Pasty Pete, we failed to notice that there was a deer out in the field. Oh, she's got her head up. Is it a doe?
She's a looking back too, so we could look at it. I don't know, Mom, that dog we come across her.
Yeah.
She's got so much Peter stuck in her, she's trying to get away from that.
Oh my God.
You got that on camera?
I don't know. It's kind of little to be a doe. To be like a mature doe. It's kind of little. No, it's a doe. It's a doe. No, it's still standing right there. Hold on. It's walking up the hill now. See it?
It is a dog.
Yeah. Oh.
He must have stung
Yeah.
her.
Not really. She's coming down here. She's running down here.
She coming towards the field?
No.
On up the hill?
Yeah.
Oh well, it don't make no difference.
It's the second second morning
We'll fake it.
of opening weekend. We're about to be rained out. It's been its birthday. Second birthday, so we're gonna go home and get ready for his party. And Papa seen, how many deer did you see? 1 deer. I was asleep. 1 deer. It is November 19th, 2021. It is 7:20 a.m. It's been a pretty solid morning. It's been about first real cold day of the season. 25 degrees. We spooked a deer coming in. And then we seen a doe twice, or 2 different does. Overall, pretty good morning. And hopefully we get some more action before we head in. But got a good feeling when 8 o'clock hits, it's on. It is November 19th. We just up there. Wish I had it on camera, but it all happened too fast. Came barreling down that hill, crossed here, stopped right along in here, dropped him 50 yards. Got out of the shack, and there's another big buck over there. So pretty good day so far. We'll go check him out. Haven't seen him yet. Yeah, I'm glad I shot him. Pretty good. Look at that deer. Look at that deer.
Oh my goodness. Don't have him touch him.
You do.
Gonna be taken?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Filming me again.